Hey crew, today's Boiling Point, Colin and Sean here from 212 Health and Performance. We're going to talk to you about hip flexors, whether they're tight, whether they're underutilized, or whether you're just not moving them enough. More often than not, we either stuck in a standing position for most of our days or in a sitting position. Rarely is there a hybrid, but if there is, this is a great way to get them fired and warmed up and also get hip mobility while you're seated in the floor. So I'm going to ask Colin to pull in one of his heels towards his groin. It's going to fold into a figure four position. Now, Colin was an extensive hurdler in high school and college, so one of these sides is very, very efficient at doing this. The other side might not be so great. So we're going to have him lift up his right toe and heel towards the ceiling and splay it out as far to the right as he can get, coming back into the midsection. He's going to do this 5 times. What's happening is the hip flexor that drives that leg up, that muscle is going to fire and can maintain. While that's happening, he's getting core contraction from the anterior and front portion. That's going to be important for keeping his hips stable. So when he's finished doing 5, now he's going to clasp his hands together like he's interlocking his fingers. He's going to lean his left knee forward towards the camera and then do the same drill, but this time he's going to reach, roll, and lift that heel back behind him so he gets a nice quadricep stretch, and it should assimilate just as if you were going open over a hurdle. What's happening on the other side is the right side glute is actually firing, pulling back that hip and pulling the quadricep into a nice stretch and hip flexor into a stretch. Again, 5 per side there. Make sure you're doing both sides, but initially start with that figure 4 lift and swing back on both sides. Now let's just, for schnitz and giggle, see what the other side looks like. We may need the jaws of life after this. Ah, fancy schmancy. And then one more time, he's going to swing that leg, and you can see the difference between both sides as he almost fell over that. So if you need to, when needed, you can unclasp your hands, put your hands to the floor to brace, make sure you can do both sides. Obviously, the more often you practice it, the better it's going to get. Keep practicing. We'll see you next time.